Hi friends, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I know I said I wasn't going to do days of the week anymore because I've been getting behind on videos, but I wasn't even going to record today. I was going to take a day off from it, and I may still. So if you see this late, that's why. Happy Tuesday. Coming in at you hot today. We've got a pretty busy day at the shop. Pretty excited about that. I'm just feeling like my videos have become very redundant. It's always just me jibber jabbering in the truck on the way to work, and then me grooming dogs, and the videos aren't getting very many views or any likes or anything of that nature. So I kind of feel like it's just getting old now. It's stale. Until I get something going on in my life that's a little bit more exciting, a little bit more exciting, I may just slow down. I'm not going to say I'm going to stop. I may just slow down. This is something exciting, though, for me. I've tried really hard to build a brand for my racing stuff, and I feel like I have. It's just I don't race enough to build the clientele up. I don't race enough to build up the fan base. I mean, it's a small fan base, but not crazy to where I can start selling crazy amounts of merch and make it worth my time to put as much effort into something that I do. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. A new item for the shop I'm pretty excited about. I got sunglasses for the shop. Shop name on one side, Doggone Classy. Phone number on the other. They didn't have purple, and our colors are purple, so I just got these are most certainly hot pink, but they're labeled as rose red. I don't understand that, but they are most certainly fluorescent hot pink. So there's that. I only got, I think, 10 to start. I don't know if they're going to sell or not. I'm going to price them. I'm going to have a good price point on them. I'm going to price them cheap. And they probably won't sell. They'll probably end up turning into giveaway items if we ever do a booth somewhere. But like I said, I only did 10 to start. Hats have taken off really well. I did 2 different designs, and the more classy, refined design nobody's bought. And the more modern graffiti style, I think I've only got one left besides mine, and I'm not going to give mine up. It's one thing Kelly said to me a long time ago when I started doing the racing stuff and started getting merch. She said, always keep one of each piece of merch you have for later in life, So, of course, naturally I've done that, and I'm going to continue doing that with the shop. I've done that with my racing stuff, and I'm going to continue doing it with the shop stuff too. Any hats I have made, keychains, shirts, whatever it may be, I'm going to have one of each set aside for later in life to just kind of like, hey, we did that. I don't know. Maybe it's cheesy, maybe it's not. But also, too, like, I kind of feel like, it's your roots, right? It's where you started. And if this actually works for us, and I hope it does, and we get big, but big in the sense of just making good money, and the shop does well for itself, then we can always look back, and say, hey, this is where we started, this is where we're at now, where we did like this, we do demo products, I guess you could call them. I don't know what you would consider it. Try products. I don't know what you call it. Where we only get 10 glasses or 5 t-shirts or 10 of each color hat or whatever the case. And then we end up with 50 different t-shirts and, 10 different sunglasses and 20 different keychains and 30 different hats or whatever, Top of the morning to you. Again, brought to you by Monster, Viking Berry. ASMR, so satisfying. Oh, that is good. You know, they don't. Everybody asks me, you know, like, you have heart problems, Brad. Why are you drinking energy drinks? I don't drink them for the energy. It's just good to me. It just tastes good, and it's better. Probably not better for me than soda, but for me, it's better than soda. I don't know. Over the last, I still love root beer. Don't get me wrong, and the occasional Coke from McDonald's, but it's 55 on this road, and we're doing 30. Like, just help me understand, people. I haven't drank a lot of soda the last 5 or 6 years-ish or so. I do enjoy my root beers, which is soda, but it's, you know, not all the time. Been on a sweet tea kick a lot lately. And I do occasionally enjoy my Coke from McDonald's. But I do reach for a Monster or Red Bull every morning, and it's not for the reason people think. I think it's a mindset. I don't think it. Maybe if you're not. See, I've been drinking energy drinks for over 20 years. So, hell, probably 25 years. God, I'm getting old. It's crazy, time flies. I've been drinking energy drinks for probably 25 years. My body is immune to it now. So, I don't even feel the effects of the caffeine or anything else that's in there. My body feels the effects because all the sugars, the weight gain. I'm sure if I kicked energy drinks 100% and just went to water, I'd probably lose weight pretty quick. But I just do it for the flavor. I enjoy the flavors more than anything. I saw on one of the Facebook energy drink pages today, energy drinks does the exact opposite to me. Well, that's because you're getting the sugar crash. Guy was complaining that he doesn't get energy. He doesn't get energy from drinking the energy drinks. They put him to sleep. Well, you're getting the sugar crash. So, because that normally happens to me too. Mid-afternoon, if I suck down one of these or a Red Bull, and I kind of go dormant, if I just kind of sit around or whatever, or not moving around a lot, I get really tired, and it's the sugar crash. Which is why a lot of the energy drink companies have gone to sugar-free. Makes sense, right? But anyways, fun-filled day today. I don't know, we got 6 or 7 grooms. Groomer showed up today, so that's a plus. First groom is there. I'm headed in. I'm going to take care of it. It's just a mini groom. It's a corgi. Hopefully one of the girls has got the bath going on it for me, so I can just come in, trim its butt, and send it on its way. And maybe I feel the way I do about the videos because I'm getting burned out. You know, I do have fun grooming the dogs and the before and afters. You know, yesterday it upset me a little bit because I couldn't get a good picture of Gibson. And I was really proud of the groom I did on him yesterday. And I've done a lot of good grooms, but God, I never thought I would be sitting here at 40 years old and saying I've groomed dogs. I just never, in my mind, I don't know. Like, you buy a business and can't find employees, I guess you just take matters into your own hands like I did. But I was really proud of the groom I did on him yesterday, and I could not get a good picture of him. I got a picture of him, but I couldn't get a good picture of him. But I normally just round the dog's face out, or depending on how short we go on the body, I'll just make the face match the body-ish. A short face, short body. I did a traditional actual doodle cut yesterday on this dog in the face, and I wish I'd have got a good picture of it, but I couldn't. He wouldn't allow it. So it kind of bummed me out a little bit, but anyways, we'll see what today brings. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on filming today. I was just going to take a day off from it and just kind of set the phone down and forget about it for the day, but it is what it is. We'll see. This may just go into another video. I don't know. We'll figure it out and go from there, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna stop and get breakfast like always, and then head to the shop. I can say is, whew, what a day. But it was a good day for the business, so I'm happy about that. It's clear that my one groomer, she's on her way out. She's quitting as soon as school's out anyways, and it's clear that she's checked out. My other groomer can do 5 dogs in the amount of time that this other groomer can do 2. If that doesn't speak for itself, I don't know what does. So that being said, like 2 or 3 of her dogs got pushed on to me today, and we were able to get them done in a somewhat timely manner, but people were still waiting. One client showed up and sat in the lobby for like 3 or 4 hours. I felt bad. I told her it's going to be a while. One dog, I got bit today. My hand's still a little red. Got it on video, so that's a plus. She snapped at the one groomer when she was trying to get her out of the cage, so I think she was kind of procrastinating because she didn't want to deal with it. So we called the owner and told her, like, hey, this is what we got going on. You can come pick your dog up, or we can try to groom it. She came, we got her out of the kennel. She got her out of the kennel. We tried to get her out. When we reached in for her, she'd snap at us, and then, or she'd just hide in the corner, either or. She did a little bit of both. And then, of course, her owner shows up, and she comes right out for her owner, of course. And then as I'm grooming her, she bit me. So I got her body shaved. I started to shape her face a little bit. I called her owner and said, look, just come get her. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not going to stress that dog out more. I'm not going to risk getting bit again. It didn't break the skin, but it hurt, and it got a red mark from it. See, in Illinois, it's totally different. If a dog bites you, you're technically required by law to call the animal control, and they come in and they quarantine the dog for 10 days. Down here in Kentucky, nobody cares. It's like it's no big deal unless somebody goes to the hospital. But anyways, all in all, it was a pretty good day business-wise. I was super stressed because just how everything was going on today. We could have definitely used a helper today for sure to help with baths so Kelly could stay up front. A lot of things were missed that shouldn't have been missed. Said dog should have been like 80 something, almost $90, but the owner sent her brother to pick the dog up, and on the phone she asked how much was it. So I told her, and there was some extras that were added on that we had to eat because it wasn't put in the computer. And that stems from we need one person only up front doing things. And what do I always say? You can't manage the process if you are the process. You can't manage the process if you are the process. And that goes right back to it, where Kelly's in back bathing dogs, doing nail trims, helping with grooms, whatever. She can't run front. When there's too many hands in the cookie jar, mistakes happen. And our one groomer, granted, I give her some credit because she actually tries to help, but I don't want any of the groomers doing anything with the computer. I just don't. I don't want them dealing with any of that stuff. A dog was notified through the text messaging system by the groomer that it was ready, and it wasn't. And so then the groomer shows up, and it just wasn't what the client wanted. The client wanted the head and face really short, and so then we've got the client standing up front waiting while we have to fix the groom because it wasn't done proper. It is what it is. Try not to stress about the small stuff. But it's just the point. It's like, shit like that happens. And that's where I get upset, because it's like, I give her credit for trying to help and trying to get out in front of stuff, and learn or whatever the case is. But that's not something I want them doing, because the simple fact of that. And then she was going to go, she says, oh, I'm going to go, push the dog is ready button on the system for this dog. And I'm like, no, don't. These dogs came in together. Don't do that. You know, so it's like, it's one of those things where, like, if you don't know what's going on, you shouldn't be doing it. So then we would have had the owner showing up, and only one of the dogs was done. So, you know, it's just, I don't know. I get torn, because like I said, I give credit where credit's due, and give credit where credit's due for people trying to, you know, help out. But at the same point in time, like, if you don't know what's going on fully, just don't. It's the easiest way to explain it, I guess. I don't know. I really don't. Grass finally got mowed. That's good. You know, I don't know. Anyways, it is what it is. It was a long day. I'm glad it's over. And now I go back to my full-time job tomorrow. We're getting home late, which I hate getting home late on Tuesdays. Absolutely hate getting home late on Tuesdays, but it is what it is. So I've still got to go in, do laundry, try to eat dinner, and then go to bed. And you know, I got to be up at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. So as of right now, I'm not even going to get 8 hours, which I rarely ever get 8 hours of sleep any freaking way. But regardless, it is what it is, and that's my life, and I live it. So anyways, appreciate you guys as always. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We will, in fact, catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.